Hey everyone, I'm Antalous. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I know it's been a little while. I'm trying to, do better with recording these at a set time. Right now works. What happened here? Discharge, and the other one was on recharge, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, so I did the dumb. Oh well, 8 hours. Hopefully that will be okay. So I've made some changes. Welcome to the landing platform. I decided I'm going to use this for now because I can have dedicated solar panels over here. So this ship charges actually a lot faster. Oh, and I don't need the chair on top anymore. Let me get rid of that. The reason for the chair actually has to do with how I prep these. My little brother has Space Engineers, he likes it too, and I like doing stuff with him. So when I'm not recording and I need to prep things, he comes and joins me. And we found resources, and this actually is useless, but well, new home we don't need because we have the antenna. And yeah, we found resources. So that was a really awesome thing. And then there was color added to this ship. As you can see, that's orange. This is now dark colored to kind of blend in a bit more. I tried painting it bright colors, didn't look too well. And then if we come over here, I haven't really changed that, but this is now dark colored as well, because the idea is that this hangar, and I need to get a ramp or something there. This hangar is supposed to be somewhat hidden. That's why it's buried in the rock. Yeah, I'm not going to go over there just because I'd probably fall and die. Luckily, I do have hydrogen right now. And then I got power efficiency modules on things. So, I mean, we can run a lot of this stuff now without batteries, or at least with being less dependent on batteries. So if we look at the refinery, it's off right now. We turn that on. 224% power efficiency. And yeah, these aren't going to happen. I was hoping to build some reactors because when I do find uranium, it would be nice to have more reactors. I have one right now, which is piped upstairs, but it's not going to provide very much. The stone, I gotta get rid of my stone. And so I've been reorganizing things. I went behind that. It's got 2 power efficiency modules back there. I can't figure out how to get more than one on this without covering the assembler door, which is probably honestly okay, because on the upper and lower floor there are cargo containers that you can access it from, and so it works just fine. And so the plan for today's episode, honestly, is to kind of hunt around. So here's a nice thing. We have a lake over there. We need to get to space. So we're gonna head out to said lake, and my mic keeps falling. I'm so sorry about that. And get some ice, and we do have some ice on us. But I need to get hydrogen production going full steam if we're gonna get off this rock. There's honestly a lot of things that still need to be done. And luckily now with the assemblers, the assembler and the refinery and solar panels, our survival is guaranteed as long as we don't crash. And that's part of the reason for this, actually, was that I don't know what it is exactly. There are times that I'll turn off all the other batteries, and then I'll set the one in this to discharge, and then I'll turn on the thrusters, and it will just drop like a rock. And on that connector over there, we just slide off a cliff. And so I needed somewhere to park this, and I'm honestly not 100% sure my reasons for not parking it in that hangar. I think I just feel like that's more of a military place. Did I hear something? Okay, we're gonna kind of okay, battery, don't recharge, thrusters on, release us from the class. Okay, so I haven't turned off cyber hounds actually. I believe they are on in this save, and so I'm going to be a little bit jumpy. And the reason for me not turning those off is actually a good reason. I want to have a little bit more of a challenge. And so that's going to mean that also we need to get, you know what, we're going to have to, we need to get turrets online. We're going to have to scrap the ice for now and go after the magnesium. Silver would also be useful as well, because that would let us upgrade some things. So, okay, we're slowing down. Magnesium and iron. I don't recall if there was magnesium in the hotspot, as it's called. So we're just going to go to this one. 20 meters a second. Okay, and then slowly bring us down. I'd like to have a more powerful ship, and so a goal that's, I don't think it's too far off, will be to build an actual large atmospheric ship, just because it will let us carry a lot more. This thing has a problem actually when its cargo bay gets too full, as I discovered recently. It can't really fly, and that makes sense. This thing has a maximum lifting capacity. That's all I've really said. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, of course it does. But its lifting capacity isn't actually all that great. It's something like 60,000 tons or something like that. Magnesium's there, iron's there. Okay, we're going to go after the magnesium because we need that to build, weapons. Ooh. Man, I got to be a little less hard on the gas. And one nice thing about this being a mine ship is that, light on, is that if I'm starting to plummet towards the ground, I can do something to soften the blow by clearing a little bit of the ground out from in front of me. But it wouldn't do a whole ton, honestly. And so I'm gonna need a few different ships. I'm gonna want actually a ship that can drive, because that will do better in the event of loss of power. Because if it's driving, we're not gonna fall. And maybe there's a hill to roll down, but it's a lot safer. So 6 meters to magnesium. 5, 4, 3. This is gonna be our last annihilating blow. Yep, and magnesium. We will take this all, because we're space pirates, I guess. So, and also I appreciate your feedback on this, actually. I have a lot to learn, and I appreciate anyone who watches the video, anyone who subscribes, comments, or likes. It actually means a lot, and a lot to me. I really enjoy doing this, just because it's something I enjoy. But to know that other people are enjoying it too, I don't know, it means a lot. I'm not a very big channel, and I know that, but it's awesome. I've enjoyed learning about YouTube. I've enjoyed just the whole process and having to learn how to create these and some of the technical difficulties I've overcome. For any of you who watched my Rebel Galaxy series, this isn't too surprising, because that was my first series when I started up. Okay, how much do we have? Let's check that real quick. 14,000. That's probably enough. We're gonna back out very slowly. Rebel Galaxy, I enjoyed that game, but just from a recording standpoint, it had a lot of issues, and it was very difficult to record. I think mainly because it was the first thing I had recorded. Okay. That's one thing that's hard about drilling, is just finding your way back out of the tunnel that you came in through. So how much does this ship weigh? 33,000. Okay, we can still lift quite a bit more. So we're gonna go grab some silver while we're out here, and that will give us a basic tool upgrade at the very least. And that tool upgrade will help us to be able to get a better gun, for starters, and it will help us to be able to weld and grind things faster. It's just going to be a very nice upgrade to have, I think. So it's this rock right here. 13 minutes of fuel remaining. I gotta watch that carefully. I almost... One of the times when I was out scouting, actually, I had disaster strike. I got down to like 5 minutes of fuel, about 5 minutes away from base, and that is never a good thing to have happen. Luckily, I actually had put the components for some solar panels in my inventory, so really badly looking, I attached some solar panels to the side of this, and that's the reason why I made it back. Honestly, if I wouldn't have had that stuff, I don't know how I would have gotten back. I probably would have flown this about 4 minutes back to base, and then run home and picked up the other stuff, because that's really, wow, this mic really wants to tip today. That's really all I could do at that point, was just run back to base if I had run out of fuel, because I don't want to lose this ship. And then I'm playing this like real life. If I die, I'm dead. There's not much coming back from that, which is part of the reason why the cyber hounds are scaring me so much. Is they just seem, I don't know if overpowered's the right word, but they seem vicious. And the spiders are too, but I don't think there are spiders on this planet. So cyber hounds is my main concern, and we'll get off this planet eventually. That's the reason why I was saying I'm gonna go mine hydrogen or ice to make hydrogen. So spiders will eventually probably become a problem, but by the time they are, I don't think they'll be a real problem, because I think it'll be like, and I'm landing in my large ship powered by hydrogen that has 1,000,000 guns that can defend me. And that's part of the reason why I want to build a large ship, is it just, I don't know, its lifting capacity should be so much greater. I'm actually, speaking of lifting capacity, it's time to leave this thing here. Can I inventory? Okay. And then if I tried to drop this, it does nothing. And I wish they would change that. I wish I could just say, you know what, drop this straight out of the connector, because the connector is there. And I know I can turn on the connector to spit out, but I'm afraid that it will spit out my silver and my magnesium. And if that happens, you know, I just lose it. And yes, I can go recover it, but it's more of a pain to find it than it is to just remine it right now, because luckily I found enough resources here. So because we have a full inventory, ooh, I gotta dock this with home base, and then okay, and then I have to get rid of this stone. Okay, and I was going way too fast, so we're gonna just overshoot by a lot. But hey, at least I didn't hit it. That would have been a disaster for both this ship and the base. And then, so actually that's where my next thing comes in. Because I turned that battery to recharge, I have to shut it off of recharge. Otherwise, it will drain this thing's battery. And it won't take long, so I can get the power to go back to the landing pad. But still, it's time I don't want to spend. Okay, and I really need to add something in the basement so that I can just do this in there. Because quite frankly, this kind of terrifies me. The possibility of just having the ship plummet. And yes, I could definitely rebuild this, but it's time. It's a time thing. And I've already destroyed this ship once. Do I really want to do it again? Okay, and then we'll go dock. And then also about the no episode for yesterday, on Twitter actually I try to post about all that stuff. And power down the battery, recharge, thrusters off. So on Twitter I had actually posted saying that my wife was sick and that I was going to take care of her instead of working on this, which let me just sum that up. My wife comes first. And I hope you guys understand. I assume you guys understand. But okay. Yeah, and that's another reason why I need to start landing this elsewhere. So I spent yesterday taking care of my wife, and then today she's doing better. She's actually at work right now, which is why I'm recording this. I need to plan out where to build turrets. And I can build them on the roof, yes. But they would cover up solar panels, and that's prime real estate there. I need to build some solar panels over in this direction as well. Just because when the sun goes overhead, it's going to continue going. And that means this direction will get maximum sun. And then our front main 3 solar panels will get none for a period of time. And so I need to take care of that, given this base depends solely on solar panels. And it will eventually depend on uranium, but that day is not today. Okay, well I'm gonna... I know all I've done today is mine and then tell you about my plans, but I'm actually gonna call this an episode. I'll see if I can figure stuff out, because really I'd forgotten about the cyberhounds, and that's more of a problem. Because if a cyberhound comes and blows this up, there's nothing I can do. And I started carrying my rifle on me. Oh, I thought I had ammunition on me. I'd empty. Okay, let's look for this real quick before I end, because I want to know that even off camera I'm alive, or at least not going to die. 290. What happened? I lost 10 clips somehow. I'm not sure. No, I didn't die off camera. Okay, so I have some ammunition, only 300 rounds. Should maybe carry more, but I need my inventory. So I think I'm going to build a turret. Let's see. So the easiest thing to do would be to pipe it up from the cargo bays rather than just have to reload them manually. So I could build turrets on the side. If I built 2 turrets on the side and then one somewhere that I could see out front here at least. Maybe if I just build both the turrets on this backside, like right here, just extend that out one and then change this ramp so it holds a turret here instead. That would do it over here, and then I gotta figure out something for the other side. But that has... almost fell off there. That would have been bad. That's why you don't play on the roof, kids. Okay, yeah, so I'd have to figure out something for this side, and that should be doable. But it's probably going to make a not so fun line from the inside. Like this top row right there just being conveyors. But anyways, that's the job for off camera. I'm Antalous. I'll catch you later.